பட்டணத்துக்கு வேலை தேடி வந்திருக்கே, உனக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் பேச வருமா?
கிராமத்துல இருந்து இப்பதான் பட்டணத்துக்கு வந்திருக்கான். இவனுக்கு எப்படி சார் இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியும்?
Shut up. I can talk English, I can walk English, I can laugh English, you bloody fellow. Vayapuri in Tamil becomes Vaipuri in English and Belpuri in Hindi. Sir, English is a very funny language, sir.
Page 101. Page 101. Page 101. Medicine. 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 71 diseases. 71 diseases. 71 diseases. Illness, disease. Illness, disease. Illness, disease. To be ill. To be ill. To be ill. Health. 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 Runny nose. Runny nose. Runny nose. Tonsillitis. 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 Angina. 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 Cold, illness. Cold, illness. Cold, illness. To catch a cold. To catch a cold. To catch a cold. That the fork. That the fork. That the fork. Bronchitis. 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 Bronchitis, 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 pneumonia. 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 Flu, influenza. Flu, influenza. Flu, influenza. Short-sighted. Nearsighted. Short-sighted. Nearsighted. Short-sighted. Nearsighted. Long-sighted. 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 Farsighted. 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 Strabismus, crossed eyes. Strabismus, crossed eyes. Strabismus, crossed eyes. Squint-eyed. 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 Cross-eyed. 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 Cataract. 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 Glaucoma. 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 Stroke. 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 Cerebral hemorrhage. Cerebral hemorrhage. Cerebral hemorrhage. Heart attack. Heart attack. Heart attack. Infarct. 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 Myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. Paralysis. 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 To paralyze. To paralyze. To paralyze. Allergy. 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 Page 102. Page 102. Page 102. Asthma. 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 Diabetes. 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 Toothache. 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 Caries. 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 Diarrhea. 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 Constipation. 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 Stomach upset. Stomach upset. Stomach upset. Food poisoning. Food poisoning. Food poisoning. To get food poisoning. To get food poisoning. To get food poisoning. Arthritis. 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 Rickets. 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 Rheumatism. 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 Atherosclerosis. 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 Arterial calcification. Arterial calcification. Arterial calcification. Gastritis. 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 Appendicitis. 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 Cholecystitis. 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 Inflammation of the gallbladder. Inflammation of the gallbladder. Inflammation of the gallbladder. Ulcers. 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 Gastric ulcer. Gastric ulcer. Gastric ulcer. Measles. 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 Rubella, German measles. Rubella, German measles. Rubella, German measles. Red dogs. Red dogs. Red dogs. Jaundice. 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 Hepatitis. 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 Schizophrenia. 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 Rabies, hydrophobia. Rabies, hydrophobia. Rabies, hydrophobia. Neurosis. 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 Concussion. 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 Cancer. 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 Sclerosis. 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 Page 103. Page 103. Page 103. Multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis. Alcoholism. 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 Alcoholic. 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 Syphilis. 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 AIDS. 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 Tumor. 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 Malignant. 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 Benign. 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 Fever. 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 Malaria. 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 Gangrene. 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 Seasickness. 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 Epilepsy. 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 Epidemic. 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 Typhus. 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 Tuberculosis. 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 Cholera. 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 Plague, bubonic. Plague, bubonic. Plague, bubonic. Pest. 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 72 symptoms. Treatments. Part 1. 72 symptoms. Treatments. Part 1. 72 symptoms. Treatments. Part 1. Symptom. 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 Temperature. 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 High temperature, fever. 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 Pulse. 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 Dizziness, vertigo. Dizziness, vertigo. Dizziness, vertigo. Dizziness. 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 Hot. 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 Shivering. 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 Pale, e.g., face. Pale, e.g., face. Pale, e.g., face. Bleaching. 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 Page 104. Page 104. Page 104. Cough. 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 To cough. To cough. To cough. To sneeze. To sneeze. To sneeze. Faint. 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 Fainting. 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 To faint. To faint. To faint. Bruise, hematome. Bruise, hematome. Bruise, hematome. Blue mark. Blue mark. Blue mark. Bump, lump. Bump, lump. Bump, lump. to bang, bump, to bang, bump, to bang, bump, to strike, to strike, to strike, contusion, bruise, contusion, bruise, contusion, bruise, 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 to get a bruise, to get a bruise, to get a bruise, to encounter, to encounter, to encounter, to limp, to limp, to limp, dislocation, 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 distortion, 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 to dislocate, to dislocate, to dislocate, to distort, to distort, to distort, fracture, 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 to have a fracture, to have a fracture, to have a fracture, cut, e.g. paper, cut, e.g. paper, cut, e.g. paper, cut wound, cut wound, cut wound, to cut oneself, to cut oneself, to cut oneself, bleeding, 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 burn, injury, burn, injury, burn, injury, burns, 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 to get burned, to get burned, to get burned, to burn out, to burn out, to burn out, to prick, to prick, to prick, to stick, to stick, to stick, to prick oneself, to prick oneself, to prick oneself, to poke themselves, to poke themselves, to poke themselves, to injure, to injure, to injure, injury, 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 wound, 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 trauma, 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 to be delirious, to be delirious, to be delirious, to speak in delusion, to speak in delusion, to speak in delusion, to stutter, to stutter, to stutter, to stem, to stem, to stem, sunstroke, 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 page 105, page 105, page 105, 73 symptoms, treatments, part 2, 73 symptoms, treatments, part 2, 73 symptoms, treatments, part 2, pain, ache, pain, ache, pain, ache, pain, 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 splinter, in foot, etc., splinter, in foot, etc., splinter, in foot, etc., splint, 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 sweat, perspiration, sweat, perspiration, sweat, perspiration, sweat, 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 to sweat, perspire, to sweat, perspire, to sweat, perspire, to sweat, to sweat, to sweat, vomiting, 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 convulsions, 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 pregnant, 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 gravid, 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 to be born, to be born, to be born, delivery, labor, delivery, labor, delivery, labor, to deliver, a baby, to deliver, a baby, to deliver, a baby, to give birth, to give birth, to give birth, abortion, 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 abort, 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 breathing, respiration, breathing, respiration, breathing, respiration, breathing, 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 in breath, inhalation. In breath, inhalation. In breath, inhalation. 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 Out breath, exhalation. Out breath, exhalation. Out breath, exhalation. 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 To exhale, breathe out. To exhale, breathe out. To exhale, breathe out. To breathe out. To breathe out. To breathe out. To inhale. To inhale. To inhale. To breathe in. To breathe in. To breathe in. Disabled person. Disabled person. Disabled person. Handicapped person. Handicapped person. Handicapped person. Cripple. 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 Drug addict. Drug addict. Drug addict. Deaf. 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 Mute. 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 Deaf mute. Deaf mute. Deaf mute. Mad, insane. Mad, insane. Mad, insane. Mad, insane. Mad, insane. Mad, insane. Madman, demented person. Madman, demented person. Madman, demented person. Madman. 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 Page 106. Page 106. Page 106. Madwoman. 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 To go insane. To go insane. To go insane. To become insane. To become insane. To become insane. Gene, Jen. Gene, Jen. Gene, Jen. Immunity. 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 Hereditary, 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 congenital. 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 Virus. 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 Microbe. 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 Bacterium. 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 Infection. 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 74 symptoms. Treatments. Part 3. 74 symptoms. Treatments. Part 3. 74 symptoms. Treatments. Part 3. Hospital. 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 Patient. 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 Diagnosis. 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 Diagnose. 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 Cure. 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 Treatment. 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 Medical treatment. Medical treatment. Medical treatment. 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 To get treatment. To get treatment. To get treatment. To treat a patient. To treat a patient. To treat a patient. To treat. To treat. To treat. To nurse, look after. To nurse, look after. To nurse, look after. Care, nursing. Care, nursing. Care, nursing. Care. 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 Operation, surgery. Operation, surgery. Operation, surgery. Operation. 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 2 bandages, head, limb. 2 bandages, head, limb. 2 bandages, head, limb. To connect. To connect. To connect. Bandaging. 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 Bandage. 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 Vaccination. 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 To vaccinate. To vaccinate. To vaccinate. Injection. 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 To give an injection. To give an injection. To give an injection. To give a syringe. To give a syringe. To give a syringe. Page 107. Page 107. Page 107. Attack. 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 Seizures. 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 Amputation. 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 To amputate. To amputate. To amputate. To amputate. To amputate. To amputate. Coma. 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 To be in a coma. To be in a coma. To be in a coma. To lie in a coma. To lie in a coma. To lie in a coma. Intensive care. Intensive care. Intensive care. Intensive care unit. Intensive care unit. Intensive care unit. To recover from flu. To recover from flu. To recover from flu. To get well. To get well. To get well. Condition, patience. Condition, patience. Condition, patience. Condition, 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 consciousness. 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 Memory, faculty. Memory, faculty. Memory, faculty. Memory. 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 To pull out, tooth. To pull out, tooth. To pull out, tooth. To pull out. To pull out. To pull out. Filling. 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 To fill, a tooth. To fill, a tooth. To fill, a tooth. Hypnosis. 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 To hypnotize. To hypnotize. To hypnotize. 75 doctors. 75 doctors. 75 doctors. Doctor. 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 Nurse. 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 Personal doctor. Personal doctor. Personal doctor. Dentist. 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 Optician, ophthalmologist. Optician, ophthalmologist. Optician, ophthalmologist. General practitioner. General practitioner. General practitioner. Therapist. 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 Surgeon. 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 Psychiatrist. 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 Pediatrician. 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 Psychologist. 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 Page 108. Page 108. Page 108. Gynecologist. 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 Cardiologist. 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 76 medicine. Drugs. Accessories. 76 medicine. Drugs. Accessories. 76 medicine. Drugs. Accessories. Medicine, drug. Medicine, drug. Medicine, drug. Remedy. 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 To prescribe. To prescribe. To prescribe. Prescription. 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 Recipe. 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 Tablet, pill. Tablet, pill. Tablet, pill. Tablet. 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 Ointment. 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 Salve. 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 Ampoule. 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 Mixture. 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 Syrup. 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 Pill. 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 Powder. 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 Gauze bandage. Gauze bandage. Gauze bandage. Cotton wool. Cotton wool. Cotton wool. Vat. 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 Iodine. 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 Plaster. 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 Eyedropper. 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 Pipette. 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 Thermometer. 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 Syringe. 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 Wheelchair. 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 Crutches. 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 Painkiller. 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 Laxative. 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 Spirits, ethanol. Spirits, ethanol. Spirits, ethanol. Spirit. 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 Medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs. Page 109. Page 109. Page 109. Herbal, tea. Herbal, tea. Herbal, tea. 77 Smoking. Tobacco products. 77 Smoking. Tobacco products. 77 Smoking. Tobacco products. Tobacco. 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 Cigarette. 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 Cigar. 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 Pipe. 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 Packet of cigarettes. Packet of cigarettes. Packet of cigarettes. Package package matches. 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 Matchbox. 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 Lighter. 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 Ashtray. 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 Cigarette case. Cigarette case. Cigarette case. Cigarette holder. Cigarette holder. Cigarette holder. Mouthpiece. 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 Filter, cigarette tip. Filter, cigarette tip. Filter, cigarette tip. Filter. 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 To smoke. To smoke. To smoke. To light a cigarette. To light a cigarette. To light a cigarette. Smoking. 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 Smoker. 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 Cigarette end. Cigarette end. Cigarette end. Stump. 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 Smoke, fumes. Smoke, fumes. Smoke, fumes. Ash. 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 Page 1.
And it is over, son. As lawyers don't standing, sit down.
Oreva! Enna English American speech language top!
In America, நாம தமிழ்லயே பேசுவோமே.
Yes.